Why do we stay with people who hurt us? It's a question millions of people silently ask themselves every day. Why do we keep going back to the one who constantly lies, manipulates, blames, or controls? Why do we keep giving chances to someone who breaks us again and again? The truth is, toxic relationships don't start toxic. They start like magic, with charm, with butterflies, with the feeling that you finally found the one. But slowly, things change. You start feeling unsure. You question your own memory. You walk on eggshells, avoid arguments, and shrink yourself to keep peace. But deep down, you know, this is not love. So why can't you walk away? In this video, we'll explore the deep psychology of toxic relationships, how they form, why we get trapped, and how to finally break free, if you've ever been in one, or are in one now. This might be the video that changes your life. A toxic relationship isn't just about constant fights or breakups. It's about emotional poison, silent, slow, and deeply damaging. It's the relationship that makes you feel more alone than when you're by yourself. Here are a few signs. You constantly feel guilty or wrong. You're afraid to speak. Your mind, you're gaslighted. Your reality is twisted. You're always the one apologizing. You feel emotionally drained, but can't explain the worst part. You start blaming yourself. That's what toxic love does. It makes you question your worth, your sanity, your identity. So what makes someone fall into and stay in a toxic relationship? Psychology has a name for it: trauma bonding. This happens when your mind gets addicted to the cycle of pain and reward. The person hurts you, then gives you love, then hurts you again. Your brain releases dopamine in both moments, pain and pleasure, until you confuse the two. It's like emotional gambling. You never know when the good version will return. So you keep playing, hoping. That's not love. That's survival. Many toxic relationships involve a narcissistic or emotionally abusive person. These people often start off extremely charming, confident, even perfect. But over time, they control your choices, dismiss your feelings, blame you for everything, twist your words, make you feel like you're the problem there, not always evil. But they are emotionally immature and often broken themselves. Still, that's no excuse. You're not a rehab center. You're a human being who deserves peace. This is the hardest question. Why don't we just walk away? The answer is complex. Fear of being alone, low self-esteem, hope they'll change, shame of failing, financial or emotional dependence. Most dangerously, you get used to the chaos. It becomes normal. You stop trusting your gut. You stop believing you deserve better. That's what trauma does. It doesn't just break your heart, it reprograms your brain. Toxic relationships don't just affect your emotions, they change your brain. Constant stress floods your body with cortisol, damaging your sleep, digestion, memory, and even immune system. Your brain starts to live in survival mode. You're always alert, always anxious, always doubting. Over time, you lose your spark. You forget what peace feels like. But you don't have to live this way. Many people who end up in toxic relationships grew up in homes where love came with pain. If your childhood taught you that love means walking on eggshells, if you were only noticed when you were hurt, scared, or silent, then your brain learned that love equals suffering. That's not your fault, but it becomes your responsibility to unlearn it. You deserve a love that feels like safety, not survival. Sometimes, love isn't enough. You can love someone deeply and still need to walk away. If you're constantly anxious, belittled, disrespected, or fearful, that's not love. Walking away isn't weakness. It's the greatest act of self-respect. Protect your peace, even if it breaks your heart. Healing isn't easy, but it's possible. Start with small steps. Journal your feelings. Rebuild your identity. Set clear boundaries. Surround yourself with safe people. Seek therapy if possible, and, most importantly, forgive yourself. You stayed because you wanted love. That's not weakness. That's human. But now you know better. And that means you can do better. You can choose peace. You can choose you. If you've been in a toxic relationship, you're not broken. You're not stupid. You're brave for surviving it, and even braver for walking away. Your past does not define your future. Now is the time to rewrite your story. If this video helped you, even a little, share it. Because someone out there is still trapped in silence, just like you once were. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep, psychology-based videos every week. You are worthy, you are enough, and you are not alone.